Hello everyone, this is Joe, Four Soft Corners here, and for today's video, I'm doing a video response for Jason, aka Mr. Fisher Bike. Um, First off, I've just been, I believe I've started watching Jason's channel, I think around Hobby Palooza last year, and always look forward to his videos and just as being, a little over, watching YouTube for couple years now, but not really reaching out and speaking with people, and then only making my own videos for a little over a year. Jason's one of those guys that's like a true OG of the community here, and just someone I think a lot of people that are newer to making videos like myself, just one of the guys that kind of paved the way for everybody else, like kind of showed you the way. And like I said, I always enjoy seeing the cards he shows, but just the positive attitude and all that is always my favorite part of his videos. And like he ends every video just saying do something nice for somebody, and I just think that's always really cool. And just that attitude and message is something I think that we could all use a lot more of. So but anyway, so for his challenge, he wanted us to show off our top 10 favorite vintage cards, and I kind of did a little bit of a spin on it, because I know part of the reason he wanted to make that the topic is I know he's constantly wanting to beef up his vintage collection, so just to see cards from different sets and different players and all that. So I put my own little spin on it my favorite set of all time is 53 Topps, so I'd probably at least half my cards probably would be from that set if I were to pick my favorite, just favorites overall. So I put my own little spin that I wasn't gonna double up on any set or any player. So cards in the background did not make the list, but I'm gonna go oldest to newest, and so we'll start with this one. This is from T206 Sweet Catback of Fred Merkle. I bought this raw, unfortunately came back authentic. I could see it was, well, you can see it. I'm glad they put why it's the reason that it just gets an authentic. At the top, I believe it was just trimmed. It doesn't quite hit the black insert there. So this was a set I wanted a card, just an example of, for a long time, and not for the first one, not wanting to maybe go right in with a Hall of Famer, just because I'm not really familiar with the set. I never felt one raw in hand, but wanted one that, a good looking card that had a cool story. Unfortunately, Fred Merkle's story, I think he gets a very bad rap for the Merkle boner play, as they call it. But when I originally showed the card, I kind of fumbled over the story a little bit. I tried to remember too much off the top of my head, but just want to give a quick shout out to anybody who's not familiar with Andy over at D's Collection. He also picked one of these up. It's a much nicer copy, and also did a much better job telling that story. So yeah, that's not really in any ranking, but just that's the first one because it's the oldest. This is the 39 through 46 exhibits, the Salutation, Ted Williams. I didn't get this authenticated yet, but with the color of the back, just the feel of it and the look, and I showed this off on a live stream that Scott Stuke from Stuke's Baseball Cards and Curiosities was on, and he definitely said he thought it looked real, so that's about the best expert I know. See, it has a staple hole, but this was one that I think maybe it was at my LCS and had some outdated pricing on, I think, just because some of the showcases haven't been looked through for a while, and so yeah, this, just because of the condition, I got this for like $9, so just because of that, and you know, definitely probably the oldest Ted Williams card I'll ever own. That one makes the list. So this card, for a number of reasons, makes the list. This is my 52 Bowman Stan Musial. So this isn't the first vintage card I bought, but when I first decided I was going to start picking up some vintage cards, try to get the focus, I picked up 3 at a shop I saw. There was the 58 Topps All-Star and 59 and 61 Topps, and I picked the 3 of those up, and I never got them graded. They were raw. They'd probably grade between 3s and 5s. But maybe it's, I'm trying to focus on these. But then this was the next card I believe I picked up, and obviously has its condition issues, but this is what kind of, I picked this up off of Twitter on a sale actually, and when I got it in hand, I didn't realize it was kind of as bad a shape as it is. But then the more and more I looked at it, the more I was just okay with that. And I mean, you don't know for sure the stories these cards could tell, but it's pretty easy to come up with like a story of, you know, these creases are because a kid that pulled it from a pack had it either in his pocket or you know, maybe because of the wear too, pulling it out of his pocket, or had it on a front of a stack that he had rubber banded together because it was his favorite card. I mean, any number of stories like that this card could tell. And then from there, it kind of is just my almost kind of like the mission statement for just the way I decided to collect vintage overall, and you know, ultimately named my channel 4 Soft Corners. You know, it was a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek on 4 Sharp Corners, and but just also because of collecting cards in this type of condition. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I see cards at a deal that, you know, are in better condition, I'm not going to pass them up. Like, it's not that I only collect these, but, you know, all things considered, when you break down the price of stuff, I'd rather spend a little less on a card that's in worse shape and just be able to buy more cards than be tied into one card more. So anyway, that might be my favorite card in my collection. I would like to maybe pick up a higher grade someday, but I'm definitely happy for that, and just the place it has, just because of, you know, that's what kind of led, that card is kind of what led me towards collecting the way I do. So next we have from 53 Bowman Color, the Warren Spahn. And I mean, leading into that, or coming, you know, from that last card in the story, like obviously this card's on camera, but I mean, it's maybe 12 inches from my face here, and unless, I mean, I know what the issues are, but unless you put it at the right light or really focus in on things, like, this card looks great, but then if you tilt it the right way, you can see that crease there or the stain there. But I mean, just the eye appeal of that card, just at first blush, and you know, I don't know, it's just, to me, it's just the way I like to collect overall. Spawn has a lot of great cards. I saw the 53 Tops was up in the background, and that's also one of my favorite cards, because it was a gift from Matt from THA Card Story as well. But like I said, I didn't want to double up, and I have another, well, you'll see next what I picked for 53 Tops. So this is a card, I would have liked to picked up anyway, but you know, obviously need it for my 53 Tops set build. So I was really happy. This was one I saw some copies at last year's National, and I kind of regretted not picking them up because I felt like these were going for more and more. But then this one came up on COMC, and I was able to, kind of coincided with, I had sent a bunch of cards there to sell, and just worked out well that pretty much from all the proceeds of the stuff I sold, that I just, some cards I, you know, didn't necessarily want in my collection anymore or need, and then some that I was, you know, kind of sacrificing towards the 53 Tops set build, but ended up with this one and could not be happier with this card. Just one of those, you know, iconic cards. So next, definitely wanted to get a Philly in here, and the Redman sets, I have maybe 5 or so cards overall, but overall just love the artwork on these. Just love the, you know, the look of the Phillies cap and what you can see on the logo on his jersey. Robin Roberts here, and I have, I think, one other one that has the tab, or everybody says tabs, and that's what they, when they get slabbed, that's what they say, tab or no tab. But I forget who pointed out, it actually says stub down here, so but just the ad on the back for Redman, just overall just a really cool card, really cool set in general, and just like the artwork on this one. So this is also another way I like to collect. Just I mean, obviously being able to pick up all the Hall of Famers is great, but some of the guys that aren't Hall of Famers are just really fun to collect, and this card just is beautiful to me. This was his rookie card in 53 Tops is a high number short print, and probably the toughest overall rookie card in the set. There are no Hall of Fame rookies, but so for his second year card here, and I just love the white backgrounds. It's like there's, I mean, they have borders on 3 sides on these cards, but it's just like there almost isn't a border. And then just with the iconic Brooklyn Dodgers uniform, and like, just look at like the blue of his eyes, just everything. This card, I just love this card. So I'm trying to put together his run of cards. I'm not sure what I need yet. I have most of them, and definitely the biggest one of the rookies, so it'd be too hard to, when I really focus on it at some point, to finish. But I really like his rookie card, but this might be my favorite card of his, definitely, that I own so far. So and then we have my Koufax rookie. This was a pickup at last year's National. I told the story many times already, but I went in with kind of the thought of picking up one big card. Just, it was my first National, and wanted to work on sets and stuff like that, but wanted to come away with one kind of just bigger iconic type card. And looked forever for about a day and a half until I finally found this one. Was happy with the condition it is, and was happy it was just graded, so I knew it was real for sure. And yeah, just it's 55 and tops in general. Probably my second favorite set to 53, and just a beautiful, iconic card. So, all right, 2 more to go. In my collection, I don't have a ton of cards of either one of these guys, but the ones I do have maybe are not my. There's definitely some better examples I'd like to pick up at some point of these guys, but having them both together in one card is great on this card. It doesn't get much better than a pairing there, and just everything about it with, you know, just a tribute to their meet up in the World Series, and you know, the shot in the background with the bunting in the stands there, and it's really a great looking card. On the front, this one looks a lot better than on the back, but again, I like these stories. I mean, obviously somebody cared enough about this card to glue it into an album, so most of it's there yet, so I'm happy with that. I actually have 2 copies of this card. Either are, you know, gem mint, but so this one I found at a show, and I just asked the guy how much he had on it. He said, just give me $5. So for $5, I thought it was worth it. So this one probably would come back evidence of trimming if I sent it in to get graded. But yeah, so I always just keep this one on my desk here. Just all right, and the last one we have, so we spanned 1910 to 1959 in cards, but of what I own of Willie Mays, some of his cards, you know, doesn't have a great smile in and stuff like that. So the cards I currently own of him, besides the 53 tops, which, like I said, I only wanted to pick one per set, so I went with the Satchel. But there's some definitely some cards I'd like to pick up of him. But for now, this is my favorite in my collection of Mays. But just I love this Baseball Thrills subset from 59 tops, and I mean, just in the 3 panels here, the story it tells of that play, like, just such an iconic play, and you know, the write-up about it on the back, just really cool card. And you know, like I said, just for now, it's definitely my favorite Mays card in my collection. And I like the you know, the cards, especially 58 tops has some great combo cards like this, and then the league leader cards and stuff like that. But as far as subsets then too, I think the Baseball Thrills might be my favorite. It's really cool cards. So. But anyway, so that's it. That's my 10 cards. Sorry, it went on a little long, but Jason, thank you for throwing this challenge out here, and I enjoyed watching a lot of the responses so far, and it was really fun doing this one, going through and picking some stuff out, and hopefully overall from this whole thing you end up seeing some cards you might end up wanting to pick up. So like I said, I imagine if anybody's subscribed to me, they're already subscribed to Jason, but if not, his info will be down in the title. Go check it out, make a response if you want. And like I said, Jason, just thank you for this, Everyone else, thank you for watching. And just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.